Some of the smartest people you know will stay broke forever. Meanwhile, the guy from your high school who barely passed algebra is currently closing on his third real estate property in Dallas. Intelligence alone will not make you rich. For the last 20 years, the American system sold you a very specific formula. Get straight A's, memorize the textbooks, and acquire vast amounts of specialized knowledge. You were told that high test scores were a guaranteed pathway to the upper class, that being the smartest person in the room was the only requirement for success. This chart maps the reality of the 2026 economy. The blue line shows the supply of free information exploding. The red line shows the market value of raw knowledge dropping towards zero. Because everyone has instant access to every answer, simply knowing things has lost its competitive edge. This creates a hidden danger for the intelligent. When you rely on your ability to outthink others, you stop developing the ability to outwork or outbuild them. In a world where information is free, your high IQ can lead you to spend years trying to solve problems that no longer need solving, while others are busy creating value. Having an elite brain without the framework to handle money and risk turns a mental edge into a reason to stand still. It creates a cycle where you are overqualified for a life you can't afford. A highly intelligent brain is a machine built for complexity. It is naturally optimized to scan its environment and identify intricate patterns that average people miss. This is what happens when that brain encounters a new business opportunity. The starting node splinters into dozens of red, dead-end paths. While an average person sees a goal, the smart brain instantly calculates 15 potential points of failure, 3 different ways the market could crash, and 2 legal hurdles that don't even exist yet. Contrast that with the person who moves by default. This green line strikes through the chaos. They don't have the processing speed to calculate every variable, so they don't see the reasons to stop. They step into the friction and solve the problems only after they actually appear. The hyper-intelligent person remains at their desk in Austin or New York, perfecting their risk assessment. They are so good at predicting failure that they eventually convince themselves that the only safe move is to do nothing at all. The ability to identify risk is useless if it only serves as a sophisticated justification for never taking the first step. This leads to a common mental error where smart people confuse the act of acquiring knowledge with the act of building wealth. You spend 6 months reading business books and listening to podcasts, feeling productive, while your bank account remains exactly where it started. This stems from years of striving for perfect grades. In school, a single mistake meant a lower GPA. In the real world, this translates to a refusal to launch. You spend your time adjusting the details and waiting for the perfect moment, terrified that your first attempt won't be an A+. The marketplace operates on the opposite logic. The American economy rewards the person who launches a good enough product today and fixes it tomorrow. Speed and volume consistently beat theoretical perfection. The market does not hand out points for the elegance of your plan. It only pays for what you actually put into the hands of a customer. Then there are the social mechanics of money. Many intelligent people harbor a quiet disdain for sales and marketing. They believe that if an idea is smart enough, it should simply sell itself. This is an ego trap. When your identity is tied to being right, you find it difficult to pivot. You would rather be correct about a failing product than wrong about a successful one. This pride keeps you in a comfort zone of theory. When the market in Chicago or Miami rejects your idea, you blame the audience for not being smart enough to understand it. You refuse to change your offering to match what people actually want to buy. This diagram shows the resulting loop. The top node, your ego, pushes a barrier down that blocks your ability to adapt. You continue to build things that nobody wants because you refuse to lower your guard and learn the basic psychology of what makes someone click, buy, or follow. Clinging to a sense of intellectual superiority completely isolates you from economic reality. It makes your intelligence your primary obstacle. You have to accept a new set of rules. The world does not pay you for your thoughts. It pays you for what those thoughts produce. Your IQ must become a tool for your ambition, not a substitute for it. You have to let the door swing open and step out of the safety of theory. Success requires the emotional control to handle the chaos of the real world. Stop hiding behind your degree or your reading list. Stop analyzing the market from the sidelines. Step into the friction and embrace the mess of actually doing the work. Potential is a heavy burden if you never use it. High intelligence means nothing if it isn't paired with the courage to be wrong and the discipline to keep moving. The modern world belongs to the builders and the sellers. Like, subscribe, and comment if this video exposed you.